And just some of the things, we'll throw up a slide again for you, but just some of the things that are different here is there's a totally different timing, guys. Yes. There's a specific coalition in one of these. Remember, there's a coalition in Ezekiel 38, and this is worldwide rebellion. That's why it says the corners of the earth here. He's trying to say the four corners of the earth are trying to be, there's some from all over the earth, like sand on the seashore, that come back with Satan, that come at Jerusalem when fire comes down on them. So totally different specific coalition versus worldwide rebellion. Different reasons for the invasion. One, it's kind of trying to take some plunder and do some things too, and come into the land and fight Israel and take some of their stuff. And then the other one is Satan is just gathering from the four corners of the earth as a final rebellion against God. And so totally different aftermath. Like that's one of the reasons I told you about the 7 months of burying, or we talked to you about, the 7
Cleansing
years,
the land.
using the weapons and stuff for fuel, if you will. So totally different aftermath. This 7 years, and the end of this age, on the other one, if you think of, 7 years remaining, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense for the end of the age happening in Revelation 20. And what I mean by that is, guys, they're even in different ages.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is when we're talking about Ezekiel 38, these things are happening like we just read to you that culminate the end of this present evil age. And so that's Ezekiel 38 and the war of Gog or from the land of Magog. But when you look at when Satan is released and he goes and to deceive the nations again, guys, that's at the very end of the millennial kingdom. So two totally different ages separated by 1,000 years. Israel's restoration versus the final judgment. What happens after Ezekiel 38 and 39 is this restoration of the kingdom to Israel.
Exactly.
And the millennial kingdom.
Exactly.
What happens after Revelation 20 is the final judgment. There's a white throne judgment, guys. It's going to lead to eternal state.
That's right.
So these are not talking about similar names against, kind of like what we talked about with Rosh, right? That people going, oh, it sounds like this, and you just have to be careful. I mean, that's why these are good questions. These are good questions.
Absolutely.
But you want to be a careful reader. You don't want to just let something sounds like something that's what it is. You want to look a little deeper into these to see. Are these talking about the same place?
Amen.
And so
That's
what I would say. I would say absolutely not. We see on multiple reasons, and we'll put up the slide for you, but for multiple reasons, Ezekiel 38, Revelation 20, not talking about the same thing.
No, it's so good. It's so good.